Go live. Go live. Isso aí. A ver acá. Bueno, mucha gente de México. Muchas gracias. Saludos de México, amigos. Federico, gracias. Karina, muchas gracias, Karina, de Argentina. Mi residente, mi maestra cuando yo era residente. Muchas gracias, Karina. Doctora Sandra, buenas noches. Oh, mucha gente, muchas gracias. Willy, sí. Hermes, boa noite. Olá, doutor Ahmed. Olá, buen día. Bueno, muchas gracias, muchas gracias. Sergio, muchas gracias también, buenas noches. Olá, olá. Wow, mucha gente, muchas gracias. Tenemos mucha mensaje acá. Yo voy a hablar en 3 lenguas inicialmente, ¿ok? Como hay mucha gente aquí de Latinoamérica, primeramente, entonces, en español. Muchísimas gracias a todos amigos de Latinoamérica por nos acompañar, por la confianza en nuestro trabajo, por todo. Estos últimos días están increíbles, ¿sí? Muchísimas gracias a todos. Estoy muy contento con todas as pessoas acá. Então, boa noite a todos os amigos. Aí muita gente do Brasil também, Natália, Danilo, muita gente, legal. Obrigado, gente. Obrigado pela participação. Eu tô aqui super motivado aqui, feliz com esse dia, ansioso para chegar esse dia aqui. Tava contando os minutos, tá? Então a gente preparou aqui uma aula bem bacana para vocês, com bastante dedicação, como eu sempre procuro fazer minhas coisas. Então acho que esse sentimento espero que passe aí para todo mundo também. E tantos amigos aí, tantas pessoas, tanta energia boa. So thank you, my friends, people from USA also. Great, thank you. Hola from de Peru, buenas noches. República Dominicana, Carlos. And hi, people from all over the world. Thank you so much for being here. I'm really, really happy. Okay, the only thing I have to say is thank you, everybody. Okay, Hosanna saying that yesterday was incredible. Yes. Ontem foi incrível mesmo a nossa live. Ficamos 3 horas falando. 3 horas. Passamos de 3 horas só porque eu acabei lá. Senão a gente ia continuar. It was incredible. Yesterday we spent 3 hours talking about rhinoplasty. That's why everybody here, we have 300 people here. I'm sure that everybody are rhinoplasty lovers. If you're not, you wouldn't be here. Entonces, a todos acá, seguro que son apasionados por la cirugía de la nariz. Si no fueran, ustedes no estarían acá. Entonces, muchísimas gracias a todos. Ayer, nosotros vamos a hacer nuevamente, ¿sí? No vamos a hacer nuevamente porque ayer fue buenísimo, la energía muy buena, y hoy también, no sé, será perfecta, porque ya veo acá que hay más de 300 personas acá, y todo com energia muito bueníssima, bueníssima. Ok, obrigado a todos. Doutor, sube o vídeo de robot, Franklin, el video está en el YouTube, ok? Todos os vídeos de las lives que nosotros hicimos estes dias estão no YouTube. Então, amigos aí do Brasil também, muito obrigado. Ontem foi fantástico, né? A gente conversando lá não parava, né? E quando a gente compara com um filme, né? A gente vai assistir um filme e dura 2 horas. E a gente ficou 3 horas e parecia que a gente foi rápido. So yesterday was fantastic because we spent 3 hours. If we watch a movie, there's just 2 hours of movie. and we spent 3 hours talking about rhinoplasty because everybody here love rhinoplasty. So that's just incredible. That's amazing. That's the good point of this is a good point for us. Okay, we have now almost 350 people here, and the good thing is that we love what we do, right? We love what we do. We love being doctors. We love doing surgeries. I know that um, in this COVID time, everybody's home, and I'm sure that all you surgeons here, the your dream is to go back to surgeries. Some people are already doing, but some people are still at home. So I know that. I know that. So everybody here love your job. So that's the key for success. Entonces, amigos de Latinoamérica, muchísimas gracias. Estoy hablando acá en inglés porque yo hice la pesquisa en el grupo de Telegram, ¿sí? Si ustedes nos importaban que yo hablara en inglés, y a todos dijeron que sí, que estaba bueno que yo hablara en inglés. Entonces, estoy hablando en inglés, ¿ok? Oi, Maru, mi amiga de residencia. Muchas gracias, Maru. Ok. Mucha gente, casi 400. Alan Rodríguez, Alan, muchas gracias, Alan. Estamos siempre hablando por mensaje, muchas gracias. Ok, great. Muita gente. Mário do Brasil, legal. Muita gente, bacana. Então, como eu ia dizendo aqui, nós somos apaixonados pela rinoplastia. E acho que isso que faz a gente estar aqui, né? Quase 400 pessoas aqui, ontem 3 horas falando de rinoplastia e o assunto não acabava. A sensação que eu tinha é que se eu ficasse lá com o Dr. Ronch, Pelarin e Yoshida mais 1, 2 horas, o pessoal ia ficar. Então, foi muito bacana, muito bacana. All right, thank you, everybody. Oh, from Goiânia, Rafael, thank you. Yeah, rhinoplasty is amazing. It's amazing. Yes, I agree. Everybody here agree. Mohammed, thank you, my friend. Art to do and enjoy. Yeah, that's it. And there's a challenge, right? Rhinoplasty is a challenge. I think the important thing of rhinoplasty is that we never think we're good enough. We're always trying to improve. We're always trying to learn something new. That's the mindset. That's the mindset that I always like to talk, the growth mindset, because otherwise we would just stay comfortable with what we do. And for you, everybody who are here, you know that I'm going to talk about preservation rhinoplasty. We have more than 400 people here, and because you're not on your comfort zone, you're not on your mindset, your static mindset. You're here because you have a growth mindset. Então vocês estão aqui porque vocês têm um mindset de crescimento. Muitas graças a todos. Muitas graças. Diego Curado, my friend, thank you. Pito, Brazil, thank you. All right, thank you. Yeah. When we talk about mindset, that's really interesting. I love studying that. I've been talking about that with Dr. Dean Torumi these days because we're trying to do a secret little project. I'll tell you later, okay? But we have a secret little project about these kind of things, and that's amazing how mindset can change what we do, because we start doing our surgeries, especially rhinoplasty. You are all rhinoplasty lovers, right? We have almost 500 people here, and you're all rhinoplasty lovers. And when we do rhinoplasty, it's a challenge. And every time we have a challenge, we have to push ourselves to our limit. So we cannot be on our comfort zone. There are many surgeries that we open the nose and we thought it would be a piece of cake and easy surgery, and it's not. So we have to leave our comfort zone. And it's interesting because you can train your mind to do that. You can train your mind to do these kind of things. For example, if you go to the gym or if you practice some kind of exercise, and if you try to push yourself every day to your limit, probably you start training your mind for your limits, to go over your limits. And every time you put yourself in a discomfortable position, or every time you put yourself in a difficult situation, you start training your mind for that situation. So this is gonna be like a mirror when you face a real difficult situation in your life, or in the surgery, or any place you are. That's so nice. I personally practice jiu-jitsu and I swim. Um, and everybody in my home, they say, you have to stop jiu-jitsu. You have to stop that, because you're gonna hurt yourself, and you have to be good to do your surgery. I agree. It's dangerous. I sometimes get injured, but the good thing about that is that like our life, okay? And our life is like our surgery. We have surgeries that we perform in perfect conditions. We have difficult situations. Sometimes we lose, sometimes we win, sometimes we our opponent put us in a very discomfortable position. And on that time, what you have to do, you have to stay calm, focus, and breathe. And try to know what you're gonna do. So that thing really trains my mind for difficult situations. So this is gonna happen in surgeries also. If you are doing a surgery and you face a very bad secondary case, and you start being anxious with that, and you don't know how to control your mind or how to control what you're doing, of course, it's not gonna be okay. So it's very nice. But yes, we can talk 1, 2, 3 hours about this subject another day. Today, we're going to talk about rhinoplasty. I was just, like I said, I'm really happy. I'm really happy today. Almost 500 people here. I'm really happy. Thank you. Muchas gracias a todos de Latinoamérica. Estoy muy contento. Entonces, por eso estoy hablando de otras cosas que no sea la rinoplastía, que es el asunto de hoy por la noche. Eric, my friend, thank you. Yes, this time, this kind of should be a difficult time for everybody, this COVID situation, but for me, it's been amazing. I've been talking, I've spending my time with my family, my kids. I've been talking with some my big guys in doing these lives that I'm enjoying a lot. I'm sure you are also enjoying, because we have thousands of people watching our lives. And the reason why I think we have a success in our lives is because of energy. Yeah, I believe in that, and I feel the good energy here today. And I really believe in that. When we talk with some of those our guests, and we try to really understand what they do and how they think, how about what are their philosophies on doing rhinoplasty. That's amazing, because we don't have that opportunity in the meetings. So very nice, very nice. All right, yeah. Então, vamos lá. Quase 500 pessoas aqui. Muito obrigado a todos, tá? Muito obrigado a cada um de vocês aí, cada um dos quase 500 que estão aqui. Como eu falei, estou muito feliz, agradeço a presença de todos, a confiança aí no nosso trabalho, a tudo que a gente vem fazendo. Realmente, quando eu falo de energia boa, é porque é de coração, e tudo que é feito genuinamente, eu acho que passa para as pessoas, né, de forma positiva. Entonces, muchas gracias a todos, amigos. Yo sé que ustedes comprenden el portugués, pero en respecto a todos ustedes que nos siguen, yo voy a hablar en español un poco y después empezar en inglés, ¿ok? Y estoy diciendo que me encanta la energía, y les agradezco a todos, a cada uno de ustedes que están acá, porque Cuando yo hablo de energía positiva, yo creo que es porque cuando nosotros ponemos una energía positiva en algo que nosotros hacemos, esto se transfiere para las otras personas. Entonces, esto es maravilloso y me encanta, okay? So, thank you again, everybody. Yeah, we're almost 1,000 people in Telegram in just a few weeks. I know you were part of that, okay? We have Brazilians, we have people from Latin America, a lot of people from every place in Latin America. So I love you guys. People from all over the world, people from Europe, Australia, Africa, Saudi Arabia, Russia. Oh, so many people. Incredible, incredible. Thank you so much, right? I'm really happy. All right, so yeah, let's start. Let's start. Yeah. Y una última cosa antes de empezar, ¿ok? Ya tengo mucha gente acá. Me gustaría que todos ustedes, casi 500 personas, se queden acá porque la energía está magnífica y en el final podemos hablar de todo, de dudas de la charla, de rinoplastía, de todo, ¿ok? Pero para ustedes que prefieren también, hoy por la noche o mañana tendremos el video de la charla con el letrero en español, ¿ok? Pero te queda acá porque la energía está buenísima, ¿ok? Oh, yes, from Pakistan. Great. Thank you. From Pakistan, great, amazing. Gracias, saludos de Perú. Well, let's go. Let's start, right? Thank you. Yeah. Just a second here. Well, first thing, I brought this lecture today to talk about how preservation rhinoplasty can improve your practice. But the first point that I want to speak is that we don't do just preservation. We do structure, and I love combination structure and preservation. But I do think that preservation rhinoplasty can really improve our practice. And that is what happened with me, and that's what I want to share with you guys. I don't want to, you all know that. I don't want to keep secrets with me. I want to share with you. I want to share my experience. I want to share my complications. I want to share part of my network with some big guys with you. So I don't want to keep that with me. So I want to put some part of my experience with the training in our program and what I've been doing and how it's changing my practice in a positive way. And I think you could also do that. All right. Yeah, let's go. All right, everybody. Let's almost 500 people. Wow, that's really amazing. Really amazing. Yeah, let's talk about we're going to talk about rhinoplasty mentoring at Perface Academy. Okay, I have no conflicts. I'm just, like I said, just want to share with you. So the first thing is we're going to talk about how can you increase your knowledge base in the challenging nose surgery. You all remember in our talk with Dr. Yumi that the most important thing is you have to have a big knowledge base and learn how to incorporate preservation rhinoplasty into your practice, making a combination of structural rhinoplasty. Also making surgeries faster and less invasive. And of course, differentiating you in the market. So you all know, but my name is Fernando Nakamura. I'm a plastic surgeon. I have a little bit more than 10 years of experience. I graduated with Professor Pitangi in Rio de Janeiro was amazing, the contact with him. And I did my fellowships in rhinoplasty in Turkey and USA. And like you all, I'm really passionate about rhinoplasty. So what are you going to learn today? I separated in 3 topics. The first one, how to incorporate preservation rhinoplasty into your practice, even if you didn't learn during your training. So I know there are residents here, it doesn't matter if you didn't learn it. How to incorporate the rhinoplasty sequence decision-making into your practice. And number 3, the 2 mistakes that are preventing you from learning or improving in rhinoplasty. Doesn't matter if it's preservation or structural rhinoplasty. First is not having edited videos of step-by-step details. We are in a time that videos are amazing for learning, and not having someone accessible who can answer your question and discussion in your cases like a mentor. So why is this important for you now? The world of rhinoplasty has been going through a revolution, like Dr. Roland Daniels said in his article in 2017. And we're all doctors and we must stay updated. And 98% of the population stay on this comfort zone, like we talked before. And for sure, you 500 people that are here with me today, you're part of this 2% mindset, the growth mindset. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. You would be in another place and not here today with us. So going for your dreams, gaining confidence, and exploring new things. So congratulations to all of you, the growth mindset. We all know also that in congresses and meetings, we have a lot of information. We have a lot of people giving lectures, but 10-minute lectures, 12-minute lectures. They don't know, they cannot exactly teach us. And we don't exactly learn how to perform a technique. When you read books and articles, it's good because you have the theory, but you don't have a hands-on. And in articles, they're very specific. And we miss a mentor. How many times you guys want to ask something to somebody and you don't have anybody to ask? So when we talk about mentoring, we talk about motivation, guidance, and skills. Let me put it bigger. It's success and reach your full potential. That's about mentoring. Let me share this case with you. This patient went to my office some years ago when I was starting preservation. She wanted to improve her nose. And look how is her result after the surgery. It's worse, okay? It's worse. So my question is, would it have been different if I had a mentor on that time? So I'll give you 3 tips to avoid passing through the same problems that I passed on her case. In this other patient, he came to my office because he had a big nose and he was complaining about his profile. In the surgery, I was satisfied. Oh, I did a good job. But after some months, he came back to my office with a low radix, a recurrence of his hump, and a depression on the supratip area. And another question, would it have been different if someone had taught me the tricks to avoid that? Would it be different? I'll give you 5 tips to avoid this also later in this lecture. So you don't need to suffer like I suffered with this case. And I really believe in the combination of both worlds, the structural rhinoplasty and the preservation rhinoplasty. Because I don't think you need to be the guy of preservation and the guy of structure. You really have to unify both. And my philosophy is that structure and preservation have to go together. So we have experience of more than 10 years in structural rhinoplasty and preservation, about almost 3 years. So this made us do some things and test some things like this, what we call interdermal hanger that we're publishing. We preserve the interdermal ligament and the septal extension graft doing a mix of both techniques. And on the left side, you can see a patient where we combined the dorsal preservation, removing the high strip, but in an open approach also, and doing a septal extension graft and doing the structure of the tip. So my purpose is to share my experience, not just good results, but also complications. This way we learn a lot from our complications. But to perform a difficult case like this, very asymmetric nose, thin skin, with a lot of asymmetries, believe me, I suffered a lot because I passed through a lot of difficulties and I had to learn with my own mistakes. So if I share some things with you, maybe you can have a shortcut on that. Basically, what is important? You have to have 4 steps to do that. 1. Method and sequence decision making in every nose surgery, because we have to have a sequence. Study books and articles, of course. Videos, edited videos of surgeries helps a lot, and look for a mentor. Is this lecture for you? If you think it yes, and you're like me, passionate about rhinoplasty, you always want to be updated. Look how many rhinoplasty meetings we had last year. A lot of meetings. We couldn't go to all of them. And yes, if you also think that the nose surgery is so challenging like I think, and you want to improve yourself and increase your knowledge base. So if you want to increase your knowledge base in your arsenal, yes. Also, yes, if you have patients like I have, patients who come to our office, because if I do an open approach structural rhinoplasty, I have to go through her tip, treat her dorsum, and then reconstruct a structure for her tip, and I will touch her tip. And also, if you want to incorporate preservation rhinoplasty into your practice, but you still don't know how you're going to do that. Believe me that in my path to reach some experience, I went through this blue line. I went through different ways, wrong ways to reach, to be satisfied with my results. But I believe that I can help you go through that and save your time and use that as a shortcut. And of course, rhinoplasty is so difficult. This method is not a miracle. Of course, we have to work hard on that and know that the expert in anything was once a beginner. So we all have to start some way. So I'll tell you a brief story. When I started and finished my training, I really felt lost in rhinoplasty because both from the sequence of the surgery, if I do the tip first, the septum or the dorsum, and also about techniques, which one I'm gonna indicate. And my first solution was learning structural rhinoplasty, which is an amazing technique, I use it a lot. But the problem is I was using it for all the noses, the same thing, 3 grafts, 5 grafts for all the noses, all type of noses, the same thing. But starting my self-judgment, another patient coming to my office, I think my tip is beautiful. I just want to change my profile. And I was thinking, oh my God, one more patient that I have to open everything to treat the dorsal horn. And also another self-judgment. Should I disassemble the house and then reconstruct again just to treat a roof that was already beautiful? So I found myself in this situation. I had a structural rhinoplasty on one side in my comfort zone and also preservation on the other side. But both with a lot of different pathways, different concepts, different ways of thinking, and different ways to achieve the same result. So I really needed to do a sequence decision-making process, because when you have a sequence decision-making process, you know your next step. You don't stay stuck in one step. And of course, in rhinoplasty, you all know, more than 500 people here know that If you take a wrong decision on the beginning of the surgery, maybe at the end or in the middle of the surgery, you have a problem. And the only way to resolve that is going back and doing it again. And of course, increasing my knowledge base in rhinoplasty with the preservation concepts was good. So there was a turning point in my career. And I believe that this helped me to upgrade myself in my techniques. My knowledge base was bigger. It also differentiated myself in the market, helped me also to charge up to 35% more for my surgeries. I started doing less invasive and faster procedures, which helped me a lot because that's a good advertising within your patients, increasing my number of rhinoplasties and increasing my credibility in the scientific society. So you can also do that. Let's go back to the 4 steps. I believe you can also do that because that's what I did and that's what I think you can do. So learning methods in sequence decision making. Study books and articles, videos, and look for a mentor. I believe you can follow that steps. So this is a rhinoplasty sequence decision making that I passed these days, trying to figure out. It's not an easy thing, but I had help of my team here, Dr. Victor, Lutgers, and Lobato. So we start with the medical appointment, and then we choose which kind of surgery. So let's take a quick look on the medical appointment. I like to use the word safe when I see a patient. Why is that? S for skin, A for architecture, F for function, and E for expectation. So after doing the safe procedure, I can know a little bit more about this patient, and then I go for the patient selection, analyzing the physical and mental aspects, and then indication, the correct technique, and of course, the surgical plan that I learned from Professor Pitanguy should be very detailed. So when we take a look in the preservation area, we start with the dissection of the nose, of course. In the dissection, we have a sequence. Okay, we go for the central dorsum, septum and lateral dorsum, and tip. And then we go for the number 2. You check if you have deviation or not. If you have deviation, it depends on the height. You can choose one technique or another. When you go to the dorsum, you have many ways to treat the dorsum. Depending if it's V-shape, S-shape, you start using Saban, Ishida, SPQR, or high septum. And for fractures, you can combine push down, let down, or conventional fractures like in Ishida technique. And for the tip, look how it's interesting. Of course, if you have a patient with thin skin, strong cartilage, and projected tip, you can think about preservation and you can indicate preservation. But if you have a thick skin patient, a weak cartilage, and under projected tip, of course you go for structural rhinoplasty. So you don't have to be blind for preservation. Basically, we have 2 types of dorsum. We have a V-shaped dorsum and an S-shaped dorsum. When you think about complete and total dorsal preservation, I mean, when you want to preserve all the bone and cartilage in one block, it's better to indicate in V-shaped dorsums. For S-shaped dorsums, it's very difficult to articulate that. So it should be better to use like Ishida technique, where you remove a bone cap and you preserve just the cartilage. The anatomy is a very important thing in preservation rhinoplasty. So when we talk about the definition of preservation rhinoplasty, basically we're talking about 3 circles. One is the cartilage of the tip. The other one is the dorsum. And the other one is the skin and ligaments. So you have to preserve those components alone or together. And important structures of the nose are the scroll area. In this figure is a horizontal scroll area, the interdomal ligament, and the key area, the central key area and the lateral key area, very important because they go under the bone and is very important for comprehension of preservation rhinoplasty. Here is a dissection. You see it's very bloodless when you find the correct plane. You don't see blood on this nose. and you find the correct plane to dissect the dorsum. This is internal view of the subperichondrial superosseo dissection. And then when you go for the tip, you do a infracartilaginous incision. It's different from the marginal incision. It's infracartilaginous. In this case, specifically, I'm preserving an alto-strut graft. You see there a very thin piece of cartilage, which is called auto ring. And here, the dissection of the lateral crura, the lower lateral crura. And here is the Pitangui ligament. Look how strong it is. Of course, it's more important in reduction rhinoplasty, not so much important in afro-descended nosis, but look how strong it is. When you pull the ligament, you can do a traction on the skin. If you preserve that part, you can help the definition of the supratip area. And talking about dorsal preservation, basically Saban and Finocchi, you have options to treat the total dorsum. Ishida would be a cartilaginous preservation. Let's show here. Saban technique, you preserve the vasa segment. We can go for details later, but the front part of the septum. And then you remove a strip under your dorsum. When you remove that, you create a gap. And this gap will be filled when you complete your fractures and you do a push down or a let down maneuver. When you go for Cotto or Finocchi, you remove a strip on the lower part and you localize your pivot point, the highest point of your dorsum, and then you start an incision, and these articulate from perpendicular plate. This way you have a real swinging jaw septum, and you can put it wherever you want, and you can correct very big deviations, and very useful. When you pull the cartilage to the front and you do a rotation, you treat the dorsum. Ishida technique, the way it's being described nowadays recently, you preserve a triangle of bone on the key area and you release the lateral key area and you complete with fractures on the side and you treat the dorsum doing a cartilaginous push down. It's not a complete push down. And when you do it with cartilage, the bone are still fixed. So you go for your fractures on the lateral part and also on the transverse with push down or let down. Let down, you remove a little piece of bone. Here you see a patient with a high septal strip. You can see that you can treat the dorsum, and this patient specifically, she's a no dorsal dissection and no tip dissection. So nothing, the skin there is dissected. So the recovery is so fast. This is SPQR. So I'm pulling the septum to the front part, and then you can articulate the key area. Here's a video of Ishida technique when you do a push down of the cartilage, preserving a bone, and you resect the rest of the bone with rest or an osteotome. Here, a piece of cartilage removed from the high septal strip. This is another case where we do a treatment of the dorsum. You see that you have no chances in this case to have problems in your key area. In this case, it's just rasping of the bone cap and a push down of the cartilage only, with a better definition of the tip. And when we talk about tip, in structural rhinoplasty, you twist on your one graft. It's basically the septal extension graft. But when we talk about preservation, we talk about a whole bunch of things that helps on the stabilization. Strut, Pitangui ligament, screw, posterior strut, and also very important when you do lateral crural steel, lateral crural tension of the cartilage. And of course, limited dissection. So this is a video showing the original dome, and here I'm doing a lateral crural steel and defining a new dome position for this patient. So we do a lateral crural steel and also a lateral crural tension. On the following video, we do a resection of the cranial part or a preservation of the cranial part, as I'm going to show later. And to define the resting angle. The resting angle here on the left, 150 degrees, on the right side, 100 degrees. So it should have 100 degrees to have a shadow on the resting angle and lights on the caudal border. Here, a maneuver, not a turning flap, but a sliding flap of the cranial part. Why we do that? Because this way you preserve the horizontal scroll, okay? The horizontal scroll. It pulls the tip. And then we proceed with regular transdermal and interdermal sutures, but pay attention that we do these sutures just on the back part of the cartilage, because this way you close the back part and you open the front part. When you do that, you create a divergence of your tip and you get a better tip definition. The beautiful tip, you have a divergence of the domes. You see here positioning the strut, columellar strut. The columellar strut here has a function of helping stabilize the tip, but also when we suture there, we open a little bit more the dome and we get more definition. Here, from the concepts of Dr. Bardichak here of the polygons, a very important suture is called C suture. You position it 6 millimeters below the dome. And the interesting thing is that first time you pass inside the strut and you come back in the front. This way you create a double break, which is very difficult to achieve sometimes. At the end of the surgery, you close the posterior strut with the caudal septum. The posterior strut is not so strong, but it keeps some connections with the middle crural. And also you close the scroll ligament, the vertical scroll. Combining these things, you can really have some strong tips after the surgery. Of course, it's not for every patient, but why not apply in selected cases? And you can reach also some movement on the tip. It could be elastic and natural tips, and fast recovery, just 6 days post-operation, no dorsal dissection. And sure, you have many kind of patients. So like I said, you cannot apply the same technique for everybody. And why not, in some cases where you have a weak cartilage, you can do a strut, no problem. You can do a septal extension graft. This is a no treatment of the dorsum, just of the tip, with stabilization of the tip and using the concept there. This is a more long-term result of preservation rhinoplasty with good dorsoaesthetic lines, good dome definition, lights on the caudal part and shadow on the resting angle, a good supratip break, a good nasolabial angle, and a natural result. Here, the three-quarter view, very straight dorsum. And basically, if we could resume, we would say that it's replacing resection with preservation, excision with manipulation, and secondary reconstruction with minor refinements and revisions. So how preservation has changed my practice and how I think it can change your practice? It gives less chances of dorsal irregularities because you're not violating, in some cases, the key area. You can treat the dorsum without touching the tip in some cases. It's much easier revisions, similar to primaries. The tip mobility is an advantage for the patient, no columellar scar also, and surgical time reduction. Mine reduced 25%. No horizontal dividinosis and fast recovery with better understanding of the anatomy. So, is this like a congress and meeting lecture? Because I'm giving you some information here. But if we analyze the learning pyramid, the knowledge retention rates of lectures are very low. So how many of you really paid attention and learned from what I said so far? So lectures are good, but they're just weak on on knowledge retention. But when we go for demonstration in edited videos, it's go higher, 20%, 30%. And when we add discussion groups and practice in teaching others or teaching each others, we go for mentoring and we really learn. So thinking about that, I'm collecting videos for you guys using 5 cameras. Okay, I'm using 5 cameras to have the best and clear and high definition image for you to learn. So with this thing, we can get some really cool images. We are all rhinoplasty lovers, and this way I really can give you, and I want to give you, the sensation that you are inside the operating room with me. And better than that, sometimes you are in the operating room and you stay far from the patient and you could never see the details. With cameras, we really can reach the details of what we're doing. So take a look here. Some of the 5 cameras. The left one is stay fixed, and the right one is on a gimbal. You can see the dissection and the tip definition and the highlights. Like I said, sometimes better than if you were in the operating room visiting me. And inside nose, for example, these relaxation incisions that we do under the dorsum on the high septal strip, we can show inside how you do that. Again, if you were in the operating room with me, I didn't need to use an endoscope and you wouldn't see that. So our edited surgery videos will be released every 2 weeks. So we're gonna divide it in preservation, structure, and secondary, and you can see as many times as you want the surgery 1, 2, and 3, or more, of course. And one thing I think it's very interesting is this menu. This menu of some very interesting maneuvers and steps. Sometimes you're in doubt of some of these steps, you just click there and you find a video, a quick video of that. You don't need to see all the surgery to find that maneuver. So your time is really valuable. If we think about normal surgeries, can take like 3 to 8 hours. Edited videos, you can edit it in 1 hour, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. So giving you an example, if you take 10 surgeries as an example, an average of 50 hours, how can you watch 50 hours of surgeries for 10 surgeries? But you can see 10 surgeries in 1 hour, 30 minutes, or 2 to 5 hours if it's edited. So it's a good way to learn and save your time, which is very precious. Also 3D images. 3D images helps us to understand all the relationship between the structures. It's not easy to do that. Sometimes you stay close to the guy who work on these videos, and as we are all perfectionists, it's not so good, but I know that it can show some maneuvers, especially for people who are beginning. So how our mentoring can help you? Our mentoring can help you to give direction of what you're doing. Of course, providing you training and support when you need it. It all motivates us to reach our goals, and of course, the final goal is the success. How we're going to do that? We're going to do that through private WhatsApp or Telegram groups where we can share our cases without restrictions. And we have scheduled lives every 2 weeks to talk within our group of our doubts and everything. And lectures focus on our practice. There are many meetings every year, like you said, but I have to go to some of them because I have to present some paper or something like that. So I'm going to bring highlights and a resume of these meetings for you guys. So you don't need to go to every meeting. I can go for you. And as you said, as you saw this month, we're doing a lot of lives with national and international guests. And I have the honor to announce here that our first masterclass exclusive for our mentoring program will be with Dr. Dintoriumi talking about a very interesting thing, which is how to be a high performance surgeon, talking about physical, mental, and emotional aspects together. So basically, you will learn some months or a few weeks what I took several years to learn, or invested a lot of my time and money to learn, because I want to share with you this, and I think it's going to help you. And why do you help other guys? Why do you teach? Why do you teach other people? Because they're going to be better than you. So I don't care, because what I care is we have to rise by lifting others. We have to grow helping other people, because this creates the positive energy that I talked in the beginning. So going back to that case, would it have been different if I had a mentor on that time? I'm sure I wouldn't pass through the difficulty to reoperate her. So I'll give you 3 tips, and you can use it from tomorrow in your next surgery. Okay, 3 tips to avoid. When it's broad, the cartilaginous middle third, you can remove a little piece of triangle. You can do it open or you can do it closed. You remove a piece of triangle and you suture there. Choose a good technique, because sometimes if you already have a broad dorsum and you choose a high septal strip, it's going to be broader. So you can choose SPQR, for example, and you don't have to worry about that. And also, if you're starting doing open approach, or if it's your preference, you can put sutures like you do with spreader flaps, and you start modeling with some sutures the shape of your dorsum, no problem with that. So this patient, I had to reoperate her. It's my own complications that maybe you can avoid. And I had to reoperate her in an open approach and do everything to refine her dorsum and her tip. And again, this other case, would it have been different if someone had taught me the tricks to avoid this? I'm also sure. So I'm going to share another 5 tips for you, and you take notes of that, because you can also use it tomorrow in the operating room. So tip number 1, do the relaxation incisions that I showed on the endoscope video. So you go under the dorsum in your high septal strip and you do relaxation of the reminiscent of cartilage under the dorsum. This way you can articulate your key area. Tip number 2, you release the lateral key area. When you release that and a little bit down there, you preserve the central key area. It works as, we call that a ballerina maneuver, described by Dr. Goxa. Number 3, if you have that supratip deformity and depression like I had in my case, you can put a suture. This way you lift some millimeters, the supratip area, and also you correct some kind of deviation. Tip number 4, you can put sutures. You can put sutures on your passing through your septum and going around your dorsum. This way you avoid the recurrence of the hump. And 5, take a look on the CT scan. Where is the radix? So it's not there that you're going to do your transverse fracture. It's lower than that. So if you do a fracture higher there, you end up with a problem like I had. You end up with an infantile nose. So talking about our online mentoring program, we're talking about rhinoplasty, but this is less than 5%, I'm sure, of all Rhinoplasty Universe. We have so many things to discuss. And to target 99%, I never say 100%, but to target all the knowledge about that, we can study through edited surgery videos, private groups, have lectures. I can give you highlights of the congresses and meetings, exclusive masterclass, and exclusive mentoring lives. So this way we can put all together and follow those steps. And this was kind of validated with our fellowship program, because we see that it really works. And if you are doing exactly what everybody does, you're going to reach the same result. So to do something different, you have to go in a different pathway also. We all know our patients are very anxious and they love selfies. So patients love less downtime, fast recovery, less bruising, and modern techniques because they're updated in their Google information. So this way, learning with each other here, we can have more patients and of course more income in some cases. Let's take an example of experience visiting a surgeon. If you want to go to another country for 1 week outside of your country, you take an airplane, you reserve hotel accommodation, sometimes do registration, and you just watch a limited number of surgeons on that week. This could easily reach $5,000. My own visits, I'm going to show you here. If I added, in my own life, I went 5 times to Turkey, 2 times to Chicago, another times to United States for rhinoplasty, and I'm not counting many other things. And basically, you go to, let's say, 2 rhinoplasty meetings. In average, you have $500,000 a year to invest in your rhinoplasty formation. So our focus is exactly to have all these benefits of a true mentoring, but in an affordable and inaccessible way. So this online rhinoplasty mentoring program, that the investment would be $2,364 a year, or if you go for a monthly payment, would be $197 a month. But because we're doing like a special condition for our founding members of our first online rhinoplasty mentoring program, which I'm very proud of being, the payment option would be $1,884 a year, or $157 a month. So our first bonus would be a hands-on in our institute. A 3-day, full-time, seeing our consultations and our surgeries to observe our practice, our routine, and our philosophy. The first 10 registrations are for free. And from 11 to 20, we have a discount. The bonus 2, it's a hands-on cadaver. Many people are asking me for a hands-on cadaver dissection. So we're going to do that. As soon as the situation of pandemic gets better, we're going to do that. So you have a unique chance to put in practice everything. You have a guided dissection in small groups, everyone in small groups. And we have also a discount for registrations from 21 to 30. So what is bonus 3? I had myself problems on my neck because of surgeries, because I was in a wrong position and I was hours doing surgeries with a malposition of my neck. So we created a course for surgeons to strengthen their cervical area and make better posture and, of course, longevity in your profession that you love so much. The bonus 4 is we're going live for a mini course in how to use your iPad Pro, both for simulation and also for surgical drawings descriptions. And bonus 5, another thing that a lot of people ask me, what are my instruments? What I use specifically for preservation? What are essentials for preservation? So we can do also live and talk in our groups about that. So we have everything, but also a 30-day warranty. I don't want anybody to stay there if you don't want, of course. I really want people to stay there to grow together. So just a little revision. Our bonus 1 is a free hands-on at our institute for the first people who are doing the registration. And the bonus 2 is a cadaver dissection discount for people from 21 to 30 registration. And the number 3 is a cervical spine little course for strengthening of that area, which I think was very important in my case. Bonus 4 is a pre and post simulation course, live course with you guys in an iPad. In bonus 5, my surgical instruments. So in revision, instead of $2,364, it's going to be $1,884. And of course, we want to do everything in excellence. So we really want to do in smaller groups to give a better attention and better mentoring. So our registrations are open just for a few days, and we have limited space for keeping the quality of the mentoring. So we have more than 500 people here from all over the world. I have absolutely no words to thank you all for your attention, your support, for believing in our work, and gratitude. And the word that resume everything here, I think, would be really gratitude for everything that is happening on these last days. And I would finish here with this quote that coming together is a beginning, keeping together is a progress, and working together is a success. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. And welcome to our online rhinoplasty program. I'm going to stay here to answer any questions of you guys. Any question? All right. We close here. I'm going to open for questions. Again, people, you're amazing. Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We had almost 600 people here. And I'm really, really happy. Okay, I'm really, really happy because everything I do is with a genuine intensity. So I'm doing that. Really, I'm really putting my efforts here to bring you the best things. So thank you so much, everybody. Okay, so let's see here. Yes, let's answer some questions. Ok. ¿Cómo fijas el dorso después del pushdown? Buena pregunta, Marcela Rosero, buena pregunta. Tú puedes hacer esto mejor cuando tú lo haces en el high septal street, ¿ok? Cuando tú lo haces en el high septal street, tú tienes que poner tú pones la sutura en el septo y después tú haces arriba por el dorso, ¿ok? Yo voy a enseñar un video acá. I'm going to show you a video here, right? A video of this question, because we can do this suture. If it's completely dissected, all the dorsum and the skin, you can really see. You put a retractor, you can see your suture coming up and down, and you do like a circle suture, okay? But when you're doing a no dorsal dissection, like I showed, a no dorsal dissection, and you want to put the suture, there is an interesting maneuver. Our last fellow, Dr. Gabriel, he did a sculpture, and we used that sculpture to show this suture. Yes. So let's imagine that you have let me put this here. You see here? Let's imagine that this is the acroplast is your skin. Okay. First, you put your suture on the septum. So you pass from one side and you pick it up on the other side. So again, I'm showing this, supposing that you didn't dissect the dorsum, okay? You have a no dissection dorsum. If it's dissected, it's really easy. Okay? The next step is so this would be next step is you put a needle through your skin and you go to one side first and you pass your suture through that from inside out. Okay? When you do that, just put it inside. You put it inside, and then you remove your needle, but without removing everything from your skin. And you direct the needle to the other side. See, it pulled out from the cartilage, and you redirect that to the right side. When you redirect to the right side, of course, you just see the redirection for the right side, and the suture is inside. And you put there. And then you pick up this suture and you tie it. So this would be a picture of, for example, the suture passing through the cartilaginous part of your dorsum. Okay? Then you just suture that. Yeah. Okay. Let's go for the other question. Let's see here. People, I'm really here with all the time for you guys, okay? I'm sorry there are many questions. I'm gonna follow here one by one, all right? Dr. Hazel, thank you, my friend. Very good presentation. The degree is validated. Damian, could you ask again, please? I didn't understand. All right, I'm sorry. Ok, cuando inician las inscripciones. Ok, esto sí, ¿cómo lo haremos? Hay un link abajo, donde tú puedes clicar y cuando tú clicas, tú recibes un formulario, ok, que tú tienes que rellenar y nosotros entramos en contacto, ok? Her question is very interesting because she's asking how can we do the registration. Okay, you just have to click on the link below and it's gonna have a form that you have to fill. It's very quick, okay? And then you start your process of registration. Thank you so much for your interest. Yes, here, how do you avoid residual hump in bigger noses? Okay, in very big noses, okay, if you have an S-shaped nose, I wouldn't go for complete dorsal preservation, okay? I would go for maybe just cartilage preservation like in Ishida, right? Removing the hump of the bone hump in a conventional way, and don't do the transverse fracture, just do the lateral fracture and that's it. But very nice question, okay? If it's so big, in some countries I know there are some very big noses, maybe you go to conventional treatments. All right, is this mentoring only going to be preservation? No, that's a very nice question. Thank you for asking. No, it's gonna be everything, okay? Structure, secondary cases, we do everything here. We're gonna put and upload videos of every single surgery, okay? So it's gonna be really amazing because we're gonna do a combination of one in preservation and structure, secondary difficult cases. It's everything. Ok, Enrique, el link, sí, el link yo voy a enviar nuevamente, ok, pero está aquí abajo. Gracias, Claudia, muchas gracias. Maru, gracias, Maru, mi amiga de residencia. Ok. What if we cancel after 30 days? It is difficult for us that are not local since we cannot come and take part in person. Yes, yeah. The registration, okay, you have 30 days to decide if you want to keep there or not, all right? And everything's gonna be online, okay? We just have some bonus that you should be present here. If you are one of the first guys and we do and you want to visit me one day, would be amazing. Okay, it would be amazing to have you here. Thank you for asking. Thank you, Dr. Hazel. Thank you, Ciro. Obrigado, Ciro. Muito obrigado. The true preservation rhinoplasty would be the closed one because the open one does not preserve the skin. Yes, Juan, I would agree with you partially, okay? Because you have a cut on the columella, that's right, okay? But if you try to preserve the ligaments and restructure them, it's kind of preservation, okay? But let's put this way. The preservation concept, sometimes we think that you have to preserve everything, but we don't, okay? We have to preserve what can be preserved. There are some patients that we don't have to preserve some structures, okay? And that's not a big problem. I'm telling you that because I passed through this, okay? I became fanatic for preservation. And for some time, I was indicating preservation for almost every one of my patients. And I had complications, of course, because I was excited about that and I was doing wrong indications. Thank you so much. Thank you, Daniela. Muchas gracias. Please, for those who haven't commented over structure rhinoplasty, should they jump directly towards preservation learning? Learning curve is very steep. I think I understood your question. Okay, we can. I think in the learning process nowadays, I think you should learn both, and it's not difficult. Okay, they're different philosophy, but every year I think they're more reaching and converging to the same concept and same. Even the guys who only speak about structure rhinoplasty, they are starting to open their mind for preservation. I think you can learn both. Okay, for beginners, structure rhinoplasty is good because you open everything and you see everything. But you can start doing some concepts of preservation also, even when you start with that. Thank you so much. ¿Cómo manejas la inflamación postoperatoria crónica? Ana, no sé de qué exactamente es la inflamación que tú dijiste, pero si es de la fibrosis o algo semejante, después me escríbame, pero nosotros damos antiinflamatorios en los primeros días, ¿ok? Pero después de esto, si hay una inflamación de la piel, como en pieles muy gruesas, nosotros usamos Accutane, ¿ok? Accutane. Pregunta, ¿cómo se hacen las incisiones de descarga en el septum? Las incisiones en el septum depende de la técnica, ¿ok? Si tú haces como el high septum strip, la incisión es, tú tienes una tijera que tú vas muy cerca del dorso, y la primera incisión es arriba. Y después tú vas con una tijera recta y le saca el strip. manteniendo el vasa segment, ¿ok? Como les dije en la charla, mantiene el vasa. El W is the W point. Let me show you here. The W point and the anterior septal angle of is vasa. Let me show you here. Yes. Okay. So here, you see here. So here would be the where converges the upper lateral cartilage and the caudal septum. This is the W point, right? This is the W point. When you see on the profile, this should be preserved. And here would be the anterior septal angle, okay? Here is the anterior septal angle, which is called vasa. And then the W point. So this is the vasa segment, all right? This should be preserved because when you preserve that, you avoid that deformity here, like I had in my case, okay? You avoid that because otherwise you're gonna have very deep suprachief deformity, which is not so difficult to correct, but of course it's not pleasant to have this kind of deformity. Sí, muchas gracias, Victoria, muchas gracias. Arturo, muchas gracias. ¿Cómo me uno al grupo de Telegram? Luis, muchas gracias. Les voy a enviar acá el link para el grupo de Telegram, ¿ok? Acá abajo. La sutura es con PDS o ProLine. Cecilia, yo uso el PDS, ¿ok? El PDS 5.0, el PDS 4.0, 5.0 y 6.0, ¿ok? Cláudio Ramos, obrigado, Cláudio. Ok. Congratulations, thank you. Okay. Okay. Congratulations, right? Thank you. And also, after answering all the questions, all right, I'm gonna answer each one for any doubts about our mentoring program, and also you can ask me in the Telegram group, all right? Cirujano plástico, fala, gracias, muchas gracias, muchas gracias. Yo creo que esto es muy importante porque, como dije en el comienzo, esto, yo creí que me hizo falta, ¿ok? Me hizo falta. Entonces, yo creo que puedo ayudar personas porque me hizo falta y yo sentí en mi práctica esto. Thank you, perfecto. All right, oops. A second. First of all, congratulations of your great conference. I want to know how can I become part of the mentoring program and if it will grant us any certificate as a fellowship. Okay, Mariela, thank you so much for your attention, all right? We do have a link, so you go to this link and then you fill out a form, okay? And we're going to receive the form and I'm going to talk to you in person, okay? I'm going to talk to each one of you in person who fill out the form, all right? Thank you so much. I'm just going up a little bit here because I think I lost the last question. Oh, I'm sorry. Si tiene el certificado, sí, tiene, okay? There is a certificate, all right? There's a certificate of participating of our mentoring program. Thank you so much. Diego, thank you so much, my friend. I know you're always there with good energies. Thank you so much. I know that. Thank you. I'm just going up here a lot of questions. Okay, yeah. Ok. Yes, verdade, verdade, Álvares, verdade. Muitos não gostam de ensinar por conta disso, né? Verdade. Eu creio que al inicio de tu práctica es mejor seguir la técnica de Cotto, ahora de Finocchi, porque el corte del septo es hasta el final del descenso de la pirámide. Sí, es una buena idea, Sergio. Gracias, gracias. Esta sutura es sujetando mucosa de ambos lados del cartílago. Luis, no me gusta hacer esto, ¿ok? Buenísima pregunta. Yo hago adentro de la mucosa, ¿ok? Yo hago el despegamiento de la mucosa de los dos lados del cartílago y pongo la sutura allá. No me gusta pasar por la mucosa. Excelente conferencia. ¿Cuál técnica de preservación es más usada por usted? Para el dorso, yo uso más el de Valerio Finocchi, que es PQR o Cotto, ¿ok? Porque yo creo que es más versátil, que yo tengo más control de dónde yo pongo la nariz y también yo puedo tratar las desviaciones, los desvíos nasales, que yo veo en muchos casos míos. Entonces, yo uso más esta. Excelente, siempre muy bien. Muchas gracias, Marcela. Luiz, o programa de mentoring está aberto a estudantes de medicina que desejam acelerar a curva de aprendizado durante o curso de graduação, tendo acesso ao seu material online. Luiz, para estudantes de medicina, em princípio, nós tivemos um probleminha de abrir, tá? Tivemos probleminhas legais aí, então, por enquanto, ainda estamos estudando essa possibilidade, mas muito obrigado, eu gostaria muito, porque eu tenho muitos estudantes que nos acompanham e sou muito aberto a isso, tá? Muito obrigado pela participação. Obrigado, Renata, obrigado. Okay. Yes, just a quick information here in three languages. So our form of registration, okay, is just a form, right? You fill that, and then I'm gonna receive in person and contact each one in person, right? Entonces el formulario de inscripción, ustedes rellenan y nos envían, y yo voy a contactarlos personalmente cada uno. Então, eu vou contactar cada um de vocês que preencheu o formulário, tá bom? A ideia é justamente fazer algo realmente bem personalizado e a gente ter, de fato, um time, tá? Muchas gracias por compartir, gracias a ti. El doctor, ¿extiende alguna certificación? Sí, extiende, sí, tendremos el certificado, ¿ok? Congrats, my dear friend. Congrats. Thank you so much, Luis. Thank you so much. Congratulations for Master Nakamura. Surely knowledge is priceless. Thank you for initiative. Thank you, Thales. Thank you. Sí, el certificado. Acá el link, ok, el link de la aplicación. Link for application. Saludos de Argentina, me encanta todos los cirujanos de Argentina que están siempre juntos, muchas gracias. The link, all right, I'm going to send again the link, okay, because it's going high here, but I'm going to send again the link. Saludos de Argentina. Quantos alunos por grupo? Quanto tempo duração do programa? Muito bom, André, muito boa pergunta, tá? É o seguinte, eu venho pensando nisso, como vocês são a turma fundadora, né, da nossa mentoria, então agradeço a todos aí por isso. Eu tô pensando em dividir, talvez, nós temos muitas pessoas de outros países, tá? Ainda não sei como vou dividir, tá? Eu vou ver direitinho isso, talvez por grupos, por línguas inicialmente, português, espanhol, inglês, para eu poder me comunicar melhor com cada grupo na sua língua nativa, tá? Então, acredito que vai ser assim. tá? Mas a gente vai definir isso e o que for melhor para todos, tá? Então, outra coisa é que eu quero, a todos interessados na nossa mentoria, eu quero essa comunicação ativa nos nossos grupos para a gente ver o que é melhor para todos, tá bom? E a gente vai trabalhar em cima disso. Okay, so for all our participants here, maybe we're gonna divide in private groups divided by language, so this way I can talk to everybody in their own mother language, and also we can discuss the best things that we can change or we can do in our mentoring together, right? As I said, we're gonna schedule every 2 weeks some lives in our groups, so this way we can talk each other and we can share our experiences and also share some thoughts about how to improve our mentoring. So I think our mentoring, I planned thinking in all the good stuff that I wanted if I were in the condition of a resident some years ago, okay? But the improvements we're gonna do every day, okay? The improvements we're gonna do together. So that's, I'm really excited about that. Okay. Quando se realiza hands-on cadaver dissection? Very good question, Frederico. We're gonna do the hands-on as soon as we can, okay? I was planning to do in September or October, right? I'm planning that. If everything goes well, we're gonna do that for this period of October, maybe September. But we're not sure because of the pandemic. Gracias, Frederico. Gracias. Pueden cursarlo un médico estético. En principio, ok, son solamente para otorrinos y cirujanos plásticos, ok. Pero envíame todos los formularios, ok. Envíame todos. Aquí el formulario que ustedes pidieron. In what form will the videos be shown? Through YouTube? How are you hosting them? Hi, Zia. Thank you for the question. We have a platform, okay? All the mentoring group will have an exclusive access to this platform. Okay, I cannot put on YouTube, but because there are some privacy of patients and everything, but we have a platform, closed platform for all our mentoring group. ¿Cómo me uno al grupo de Telegram, Luis? Sí, yo creo que ya está con el link. How to treat hump recurrence. Thank you, Amani. Treat hump recurrence. You have to rasp, okay? You have to rasp or feel the radix or feel the lower part. But generally, I do both things. It's not difficult because you're going to do a close approach incision. You do the close approach and you go to the dorsum with your rasp and just rasp it, okay? And you can do it after 4 or 6 months. You can rasp it. And I try, as you're rasping and also you're creating maybe some irregularities, especially if you're thin skin patient, I tend to remove a little bit of ear cartilage to do like a gel or very diced cartilage and put on the dorsum as a camouflage, right? I tend to do that. Thank you for the question. What is your revision percentage with preservation rhinoplasty? Very good, Erico. Very good. Look how interesting it is. My first 25 cases, I revised 23%, I think. I revised 23%, or because of hump recurrence, or because of tip deprojection, all right? But then I started doing my sequence decision making and deciding and selecting better which patient was a good candidate for preservation. And then my rate dropped to 8%. Okay, so now it's around 8%. Isabela, muito obrigado, eu que agradeço. Para piel gruesa, ¿usa esculestin? Sí, Marcela, se puede usar los injertos de la punta en la piel gruesa, yo creo que son muy buenos, okay? The point is, in very thick skin patient, you have to push the skin, right? You have to push the skin against I have to push the cartilage against the skin, right? To make a better definition. So the grafts are one way to do that. Or sometimes I create a new little structure on the top of the original tip. This way I put cartilage on like a sheen, and also I do like alar ring grafts articulated and pushing the skin, pushing the cartilage against the skin. Olá, Mário. Mário, nós, em princípio, não, o curso é totalmente online, ok? A mentoria é totalmente online. A parte presencial vai ser alguma parte de cadáver ou algumas partes do hands-on aqui. Aí seria em Brasília, que é onde é o nosso instituto, tá? Ok. Saludos desde Barquísimo, Venezuela. Sí, Venezuela, muchas gracias. Do you use tongue and groove? Yes, David, David, thank you. We use tongue and groove, okay? If it's open, it's very easy to do tongue and groove. And you see that when you do SPQR, remember that we pull the septum to the front, okay? So this way you get an extra caudal septum. And you can use this caudal septum as a tongue and groove. Yes, very nice maneuver. It's good. And avoid using a septal extension graft. Yeah, that's really nice. Os vídeos serão todos disponibilizados a cada 2 semanas durante todo o ano? Sim, Roma, essa é a ideia, tá bom? Nós vamos começar já com algumas cirurgias na plataforma. We're going to have already some surgeries in the platform, both structural rhinoplasty and preservation rhinoplasty and the combination, all right? And then we're going to update every 2 weeks, okay? So just pay attention here, everybody, because this is very important. I planned to organize something very nice like this. We have every 2 weeks surgery videos, all right? So we're going to put it on the platform. You're going to watch it, of course. And on the same week, we can do live discussion. So this way we can discuss about all we did in the surgery, my difficulties, what I think was wrong, what I think was correct, and we can discuss it, all right? Also, if I do something different, I'll try to send in our groups articles related to that, okay? And on the following week that we're not supposed to have another new surgery, we're gonna have lecture, okay? We're gonna have lecture about interesting subjects, but like I said, I don't want a very formal lecture like we see people when we feel sleepy. I want very dynamic lecture talking about things that we use in our daily practice. I think it's better. And sometimes I'm gonna do it live with you. Sometimes I'm gonna do it recorded, all right? And every month, I'm planning to have an international or Brazilian guest to share their knowledge. But just like you were seeing in our lives, I want to ask everything to this guy, everything, right? Everything. And this way, they really can teach us, right? This way, they really can teach us. If we call them to give a normal lecture, they won't teach us, right? Because it's it's just lack of time. So it's good. I think this is a nice way for us to learn, but of course we can discuss it during our mentoring, all right? Excellent presentation and better life practice of the technique. Grateful breathing. Thank you, Venezuela, Maracaibo. Thank you. All right, here the link for application. ¿Algún tip para disecar supercóndilo del cartílago muy delgado en narices latinas? Sí, doctor. En narices latinas con el cartílago muy delgado, mejor que no lo hagas supercondral, ¿ok? Mejor que lo hagas subismás, porque cuando tú haces la disección supercondral, tú le hace el cartílago más delgado y menos resistente. Entonces, mejor que tú lo hagas el subismás, ¿ok? Pero sí, a veces es muy difícil, sí, a veces yo intento hacerlo, es difícil, yo le comprendo. Muito obrigado, Bruna. Obrigado a você, Janine. Te felicito, excelente. Muchas gracias. First of all, congratulations for Bruna. I want to know how can I become part of the mentor program if it will grant us, and I think I answered that. Yes, there is a certificate. Oh, one other question that I didn't answer, somebody asked me here. It's a 1-year program, okay? It's a 1-year program. On this year, we will have all these live lectures, surgical videos, discussions, and I think I'm very excited. I think it's going to be awesome. Você usa algum instrumento da escola turca para dissecção supercondral da ponta? Dr. Álvarez, yo uso, sí, yo uso, hoy en día yo uso para empezar la disección un instrumento de Valerio, el Mattioli Finocchi dissector, okay? It's a very thin tip, and we go there and scratch the cartilage. It's very easy to reach the correct plane. And then I do the rest with Shakir Daniel elevator, okay? One side is very good for this purpose, and the other side is good for periosteum. It's very good from Medicon, okay? All right. In the mentoring program, will participants in the program be able to present their own challenges? Sure, that's the purpose, right? That's the purpose. I really want that, okay? In our group, that's the point. I participate in maybe all the groups of rhinoplasty, and sometimes I don't feel so comfortable to put my cases there because we don't know people there, okay? But in our group, we will know everybody. We're gonna be in touch every week, so we're gonna become a family and friends. So for sure, you have to put your cases, and we can discuss it, and we can find better solutions for your cases, for sure. Muchas gracias por la información que dictará el fellow. Si existe la certificación, el idioma, cuando tendremos cosas, por ejemplo, lives with everybody, lives con todo el mundo, será en inglés, porque es la lengua que ustedes contestaron en el grupo de Telegram, que estaría bueno, ¿ok? Pero, como les dije, yo estoy planeando hacer grupos separados por la lengua para que podamos hablar de forma más tranquila en la lengua materna, ¿ok? Excelente presentación, es una buena oportunidad para crecer día a día en la rinoplastia. Sí, doctor Monera, sí, exacto. I think we're going to grow together, all right? We're going to grow together. And es una educación continuada, ¿ok? Porque yo voy a poner allá todo lo que estoy pensando, todo lo que estoy haciendo. Si hago algo nuevo, yo voy a poner allá. Si voy a un congreso, como les dije, yo voy a hacer highlights. Y ustedes también pueden hacer, ¿ok? Si ustedes van conmigo o van a otro congreso que yo no pueda ir, me gustaría saber el highlights, ¿ok? Entonces, yo voy a hacer un resumen y pasar a ustedes lo que veo en los congresos. Yo tengo que ir a varios congresos al año, ¿ok? Y seguro que en el mínimo 2, 3, 4 veces solamente de rinoplastia. Entonces, les voy a mantener informados de las cosas nuevas y de las actualizaciones también. All right. Oh yeah, so this is link for application and link for our group. Thank you for excellent talk. You have experience with spanning suture? Yes, Jonathan, spanning suture. I have, but not a good experience. I have not a good experience because when I do spanning suture, I think we put the cartilage in a cephalic position, right? And if we put the cartilage in it's a very powerful suture, right? Maybe in your hands you have more experience, but in my hands I think it's a very powerful suture. And when we do that and we put the cartilage in cephalic position, you lose your lights. You lose your lights here, right? You lose your lights here because it stays cephalic. So the correct position would be like this, to the pupil or to the lateral contours of the eye, right? So if it's cephalic, it would be to the middle part, right? To the middle part. This way, you lose some part of the function of the cartilage, and also you don't have good lights and shadows. But some people like it, and I respect it. Okay, Telegram link. Alan, hi Alan, ¿cómo estás? Les sigo diciendo la más artística de las ciencias y la más artística de las artes. Sí, verdad, estoy de acuerdo. Congrats, muchas gracias. Buenas noches. ¿Usted usa tampones? No, no los uso tampones. Okay. Yo pongo splints y no los uso tampones. Hace mucho tiempo que no los uso. Ok, Alan, muchas gracias. Sí, un poquito de paciencia porque yo voy a contestar cada una de las preguntas. Ok, muchas gracias por la participación. A veces se va arriba acá y yo perco la orden, pero estoy volviendo acá. Sí, yo la encontré. Ok. ¿Qué criterios en cuanto al tamaño de la jiba para decidir hacer preservación del dorso? Luis, yo creo que lo mejor sea así. Sería una excepción si la nariz es tan grande que tú no puedes hacer la preservación, ¿ok? Si la nariz es un poco grande, tú puedes hacer solamente el push down. Si la nariz es más grande, tú puedes hacer el let down. Y para la nariz es muy grande, es como en Afganistán o en estos países, a veces mejor que tú hagas la técnica convencional de la estructuración, ¿ok? Pero es una muy buena pregunta, ¿ok? Y más importante también, Luis, es que tú hagas un análisis de la forma del dorso, ¿ok? Si la posición del radix, la forma de la jiba, si es V-shape o S-shape, y así tú puedes decidir qué vas a hacer. Y te acuerden también que hoy en día se hablan de 4 tipos de preservación de dorso, ¿ok? Una que tú solamente haces el trimming, ¿ok? Tú vas con una lámina de bisturí y le saca unas fatias del cartílago y listo. Otra, la preservación del dorso solamente del dorso del cartílago, que es la técnica de Ishida. Entonces tú puedes hacer un high septal strip o un low septal strip, pero tú lo haces el push down del cartílago y le saca el hueso. Entonces, esto es una opción también en algunos casos. Y las otras dos, la preservación total, tanto del hueso cuanto del cartílago. ¿Ok? Cuando el hueso del cartílago, que el high septal strip sería esa, y el low septal strip sería el SPQR de Valerio. Entonces, tú tienes que analizar la forma y después la indicación. Muchas gracias. Eric, meu amigo, você poderia falar sobre as incisões que dão acesso à cruz medial e ao alto strut? Claro, claro. Okay. My friend Eric is asking about the incisions for the beginning, for the access to the tip. All right. I'm gonna put a video here. Okay, let's see if you can watch this video with me. Right. So the incision initially is on the caudal septum, and you leave a little bit, 1 millimeter of cartilage there. Okay, you leave 1 millimeter of cartilage there. Why do you do that? Yeah. Why do you do that? When you do the incision on the caudal septum and you leave 1 millimeter or 1 millimeter and a half attached to the medial crura, in theory, you're leaving and preserving some connections between the medial crura and the caudal septum, that at the end of the surgery, you're going to suture it again. Okay. I personally don't think it's so strong, but like we talked, when we talk about stabilization and preservation, we're talking about so many factors together. We're not talking about just one thing. So if you can preserve it, it's better. Okay, it's one more structure to stabilize your teeth. And let's go for the other incision for the alto strut. Okay. Oh, actually, I think you're asking about this, right? The posterior strut. Yes, I think that's it. Thank you, Eric. Obrigado, Eric, pela participação. Parabéns, obrigado você, Vero. Gracias por compartir. Gracias a usted, Carlos. Marcela, ¿es posible realizar una buena definición de punta nasal en pacientes de piel gruesa solo con preservación de rinoplastia sin usar shim? Marcela, entonces, vamos volver al gráfico de la secuencia de decisiones, okay? Let's talk about the sequence decision making. If you have a thick skin, generally they have also weak cartilage. And maybe because it's weak cartilage and a very heavy skin, they have under-projected tips. So it's not a good case for preservation on this tip, all right? Go for structural rhinoplasty. Do septal extension grafts, do your grafts on the tip, and push the cartilage against the skin. I think that's the best option. That's one of my mistakes when I was beginning. Okay, excelente. Lo que haces es lo que muchos esperábamos. Espero que podamos obtener algunos de los saludos de Perú. Sí, seguro, Pedro. Muchas gracias. Saludos también a Perú. Excelente idea. Excelente idea. Excellent idea. Will the course be primarily in English? Yes, Richard. I don't know if you're still here, but yes, it will be in English, all right? It will be in English, like I said, primarily in English, and maybe we have specific groups divided by language. But our main meetings, like our lives or our lives with some invited people, will be in English. Thank you. El programa de mentoría en línea puede ser para residentes también. Sí, se puede. Porque veo que me piden el certificado de cirugía plástica. Sí, no que le piden, ¿ok? Pero rellene el formulario con toda la información que tú tienes, ¿ok? Pero sí, para residentes sí. Gracias, Fernando. Excellent. Gracias a ti. Dr. Nakamura, is there any specific period, date, or month for fellowship enrollment? Any quota for students? Yes, for students, like I said, we're still thinking. I really want to do that. Okay, I just have to check some more things, right? But I really want to have students with us, all right? And the specific date and month we're gonna put in our program, right? But probably we're gonna release surgeries on a day, maybe weekend, maybe when you can watch it, and our talks probably will be Wednesday, all right? Ok, saludos, doctor. Retira la sutura del dorso que acabo de mostrar. No, no la retiramos, ok. La ponemos con un PDS y no la retiramos. Muchas gracias, Said. Felicitaciones desde Perú. Las clases serán todas en inglés. Lo mismo, yo creo que si son clases generales en inglés, ok, pero como estoy estudiando la posibilidad de hacer grupos diferentes divididos por la lengua, podremos estudiar la posibilidad de hablar todo en español con el grupo de español. Certificación, sí, tendremos certificación, gracias. Just did the registration. In Germany, the medical license doesn't have a number. Okay, Theodore, you don't need to send the number, all right? Send whatever the certification of your country, all right? Thank you so much for registration. Thank you. Parabéns. Qual plataforma será usada para acessar o conteúdo de mentoria cirurgias editadas? Christian, nós usamos o Hotmart, ok? Então, nós vamos ter um link lá para a gente entrar e ver as cirurgias. Does your mentoring program can be for residents too? Yes, for sure. I really want to have many residents with us. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias para quien va dirigido el programa de mentoring. Gracias a ti, Luis. In what percentage of your cases you currently do a dorsal preservation technique? Richard, that's a very interesting question. I'm doing more and more because once we do, we improve on that, and we start indicating and more comfortably our cases, right? So I'm doing more. And in my case, and if you consider, all right, again, if I say total preservation, I mean bone and cartilage together, maybe 30-40%. But when we put on that count the cases that we remove a bone cap and we do a push down of the cartilage, it goes higher, maybe 60-70% of our primary cases, okay, of primary cases. And because later we're going to talk a lot about that in our mentoring, but later you start knowing in which case, for example, you do, and it's going to be wide and ugly, and you should have chosen another technique. But now that we have more possibilities, even inside the preservation concepts, we start having more possibilities to treat dorsum. Sí, muy apasionado por la rhinoplastia. Sí, todos acá. Amazing, amazing. All rhinoplasty lovers. Thank you. It was amazing how many people were here and how many people are still here. All right. I'm gonna answer everybody. Don't leave. I want to talk to everybody. Okay. I'll send the application as soon as possible. Thank you, Jaime. Thank you. Mucha gente enviando muchas gracias. Eu que agradeço, Aline. Vai ser uma mentoria. Eu sempre digo o seguinte. I always say that I don't know if it's gonna be the best one or the most complete or the most organized, but we're gonna be reaching that, right? We're gonna be always looking forward to do the best mentoring, the most complete and the most organized one. Thank you. Una vez fijado el dorso necesita la colocación de la férula termoplástica, ¿ha probado el colocar la férula? Sí. Luis, tú podrías dejarlo sin, ¿ok? Tú podrías dejarlo sin. Yo la pongo porque a veces el paciente siente más seguro y yo también, ¿ok? Pero tú podías dejarlo sin problema. Muito obrigado por atenção. Eu que agradeço, Jaime. Gracias, doctor. Tuve oportunidad de compartir con usted en Asunción. Ah, sí. Muchas gracias, Julio. Muchas gracias. Sí, Asunción, bellísima. La primera vez en Asunción. Bellísima. Does your mentoring program can be for resident 2? Yes, can be for resident 2. Yes. Yes, my friends, we put there the certificate, but just like I said, fill everything that you can, all right? Don't be worried about some missing information because I'm going to talk to each one in person, like I said, all right? I want to know everybody in our team, our new team. Thank you. Gracias por compartir. Gracias a usted, doctora Sandra. Muchas gracias, Daniel. Daniel, muchas gracias a ti. Ok. José, tendremos la información. Ok, tendremos la información, le voy a pasar. Saludos cordiales. ¿Qué tiempo dura el fellowship y cuál es modalidad? Braulio, el fellowship es de 1 año, ok. Pero mira que nosotros estamos montando una mentoría, ok. Y todo se cambia muy rápido, ¿ok? Entonces no quiero hacer por eso yo no hice un curso cerrado, ¿ok? Aquí tengo 10 cirugías, 10 charlas y es esto. No creo que esto va bien porque los cambios en la rinoplastia, la medicina son muy rápidos y lo que estoy diciendo ahora en el próximo año puede ser diferente. Entonces, tenemos que estar todos juntos, actualizados, y es como si fuera una actualización continua, ¿ok? Pero muchas gracias. How do you enhance the tip rejection if you have a tip retraction? Online sutures or put autologous grafts? Okay. Every time I have a tip retraction, if I understood the question, okay, and I want to enhance the projection, I go for septo extension grafts, all right? I don't trust just on sutures, so I put septo extension grafts and do a lateral crude retention, and I put exactly on the position that I want, even though the tip will be a little stiff and a little hard, but I want my result, okay? Thank you so much. Javier, ¿está dirigido a cirujanos plásticos y otorrinolaringólogos de orientación en cirugía plástica? Sí, para todos, Javier, para todos. Muchas gracias, amigo. Buenas noches, el certificado es avalado por qué instituto. Ok, aquí tendremos acá en Brasil, ok. Estamos en Brasil, entonces hasta ahora tendremos el certificado y estamos intentando algo con la sociedad, pero esto no está nada cierto y concreto hasta ahora, ok. O programa é sobre cirurgianos certificados, pode escrever sem dizer. Sí, por favor, residentes, sí, son todos muy bienvenidos. Me gusta mucho los residentes que nos hacen muchas preguntas difíciles. ¿Debo ser cirujano plástico para hacer mentoría? No, otorrino, sí, Victoria, otorrino, sí. Me gusta mucho el intercambio con los otorrinos, por favor. Ernesto, Estrada, thanks. Pedro, habrá distintos hands-on. Es en el otro año. ¿Cuántos por grupo? Sí, el hands-on, buena pregunta. El hands-on, tenemos dos hands-on, ¿ok? Uno en cadáver, disección de cadáver, y otro en la clínica. En la clínica, cuando todo se regrese al normal, me gustaría hacerlo una vez al mes, ¿ok? Una vez al mes. Una semana al mes. Pero el cadáver, que tiene una logística un poco más difícil, creo que 2 veces al año, ¿ok? El hands-on acá en la clínica, para que tendremos cualidad. ¿Por qué? ¿Qué vamos a hacer? Yo voy a recibirlos y voy a quedar con ustedes y vamos a hablar de todo que podamos de rinoplastia. Vamos a poner varias cirugías. Yo estoy concentrando mis cirugías en 3 días a la semana, pero 2 días son días que operamos durante todo el día. Entonces podemos poner 2 o 3 cirugías y me quedaré con ustedes todo el tiempo para estudiarnos la rinoplastia. ¿Okay? Entonces creo que será un intercambio muy bueno. El hands-on en cadáver será el primero. Tendremos 20 participantes, ¿ok? 20 participantes, esto que será en octubre, y dependiendo de la cantidad de personas podemos tener más, pero no quiero perder la cualidad, no quiero perder la cualidad. Acá mucha gente haciendo la inscripción. A lot of people doing registration. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it and respect you guys a lot. And I'm going to do all my effort to give you the best also. All right. Thank you so much. Para los que estamos en otros países. Habrá distintos sí. Sí. Pedro, el hands-on personal tiene que ser acá, ¿ok? Porque acá tendremos el paciente y puedo seguir con la mentoría de forma que yo quiera. Pero el hands-on en cadáver, tendremos uno en Miami, ¿ok? Y creo que otro en Brasil. Entonces, estamos buscando un lugar que sea más universal para que todo llegue más fácil, ¿ok? ¿Cuánto dura el curso? Como le dije, Matilde, en principio 1 año, ¿ok? Pero como los conocimientos no paran y siempre están como en una constante evolución, yo creo que el curso se va a mantener más tiempo, pero en principio 1 año, ¿sí? En 1 año yo quiero ayudarlos a sanar todas las dudas y saber la rinoplastia de preservación, pero todo se cambia y todo se va como una evolución. ¿Cómo lo hacemos ahora con el COVID? Pues en mi país, Chile, saludos Chile, me gusta mucho tu país, no podemos hacer cirugías solo de urgencia. Sí, nosotros no sabemos lo que va a pasar, ¿ok? Acá en Brasil ya volvemos a operar en la semana pasada. Esta semana, por ejemplo, tenemos 4 cirugías que van para el curso, ¿sí? 2 estructuradas y 2 de preservación. Entonces, no sabemos. Cuando todo se regrese al normal, o cuando hacemos las adaptaciones, sí, estaremos todo abierto para hacerlo todo. La parte presencial se puede organizar en cualquier momento del año de mentoría. Sí, se puede. ¿Ok? Se puede. Ahora en la contingencia con el COVID, no, pero porque también, como les dije, esta semana tendremos, ya volvemos con las cirugías, ¿ok? Y a todos interesados, ¿ok? Nosotros hablamos en el grupo o personalmente y organizamos todas las fechas, ¿ok? Organizamos todas las fechas y para que ustedes puedan venir acá. Ok, este curso debe tener suficiente control para que sea para Rhinoplasty otorrino. Sí, de acuerdo, Sergio, de acuerdo, ¿sí? Muy buena colocación. Saludos desde La Victoria, estado Aragua, Venezuela. Sí, Venezuela. ¿Cuándo empezaría el curso tomando en cuenta la situación global? Luis, como le dije, estamos empezando esta semana, entonces ya tenemos grabadas algunas cirugías, ¿ok? Pero en el exacto modelo que me gustaría enseñarlos la cirugía, estamos grabando, ¿sí? Con las 5 cámaras y todo, y hay que hacer mucho trabajo en la edición, no es fácil, pero es muy bueno. Entonces, tenemos varios videos de cirugías, pero no en la manera que yo quiero enseñar. Entonces, ya tenemos las cirugías y vamos poniendo las cirugías y haciendo las discusiones y las charlas y las lives y todo, como el próximo mes tendremos la live con Dr. Toriumi. Entonces, era muy bueno. Cuando haces la disección baja, fijas la base del septo a la espina nasal. ¿En qué forma? Sí, siempre lo fijo con el nylon 4.0 o 5.0. Me gusta cuando yo hago una fijación en el hueso de la espina nasal, ¿ok? Cuando no consigo el hueso, el pericondrio, pero hay que tener una fijación buena, ¿ok? Y a veces también le hago como si fuera un diente en el cartílago para que se quede fijado en la espina nasal, que yo pongo un punto, a veces 2, ¿ok? Entonces, en general, yo consigo fijarlo con la fuerza de la propia aguja del nylon 4.0 o 5.0, pero a veces es muy duro el hueso, tenemos que usar una otra aguja o una broca, ¿ok? Una broca. Después, durante la mentoría, les voy a enseñar una broca que yo compré en la Amazon de Estados Unidos, que me funciona muy bien y cuesta solamente $26. Entonces les voy a enseñar esto. For mild hump, do you prefer high septo strip? My decision, my friend, for high septo strip is the septum, all right? If I have deviation, I don't use high septo strip. If it's a very straight septum, very straight nose, and a thin dorsum, I go for high septo strip, okay? So that's why my indications nowadays is a little bit less than before. Thank you so much. And sorry, I was talking in Spanish for our Spanish friends, but just keep asking. I'll be glad to answer you, ok? Sugerencia, este curso debe ser solo para... Sí. De acuerdo. Muchísimas gracias. Aún con los sectores de Medicom Daniel Shakir es difícil. Sí, sí, no es fácil. Especialmente en la parte medial. La parte medial es difícil, ¿ok? Y lo que quiero traerlos acá en la mentoría es que hay cosas que son difíciles, hay cosas que yo tengo complicaciones también, ¿ok? Porque lo que vemos en los congresos son personas perfectas, cirujanos perfectos, resultados perfectos, y nosotros sentimos que nosotros somos malos o no tengo habilidad para hacer la cirugía. Esto no está cierto, ¿ok? Sí, es difícil. ¿Cuándo iniciaría el programa? María, lo iniciaríamos el programa ahora en mayo, ¿ok? Ya iniciaremos. Cuando yo contestar a todas las personas que envían el formulario, nosotros ya vamos a estarmos todos en contacto y ya empezar, ¿ok? When is the mentor program scheduled to begin? Yeah, the same question, okay, Juan. We're gonna start as soon as possible. I'm planning in May, all right? As soon as I answer all the forms and we close our time for registrations, we start, all right? We start with lives, mentoring, groups, discussions, and surgeries, all right? Doctor, en una rinoceptoplastia con extensión septal, ¿puedo colocarse injerto de chin o escudo? Sí, se puede, claro, se queda buenísimo, ¿ok? Mira que yo siempre hago en mis charlas la comparación con una casa, ¿ok? Entonces, lo que voy a poner arriba, tú puedes poner lo que quieras para que le deje la parte de arriba bonita como le quiera, ¿ok? La extensión septal sería la base de tu punta, que le daría la estabilización para tu casa. Entonces tú la pones allá, entonces tú ya tienes la estructura muy fuerte y tú puedes poner lo que quieras que tú crees que se quede bonita en la punta, ¿ok? Muy bueno. Saludos, Juan de la Torre. Gonzalo, gracias. Does your mentoring program can be for resident too? Yes. Yes. The mentor program is for ENT surgeons too. Yes, Victoria. Thank you. Por favor. ¿Cuándo empieza el curso? Empieza ahora en mayo, ¿ok? Cuando terminen las inscripciones, all right? Saludos, un abrazo a Rocío y tus nenes. Gracias, Juan. Un momento, por favor. Aquí, ya la encontré. Rosana, editora, el doctor comentó que va a ser, sí, cirujano plástico y otorrino, ok. Excellent talk. Thank you, Adriano. Thank you. Excellent. Thank you so much for feedbacks. How do you manage the hanging columella? Great, Mauricio. Great. Let's go. The hanging columella, you have to know the reason, okay? If you have a long caudal septum, or it's just a hanging columella because the tissue is very loose. If you have a caudal septum, a long caudal septum, you can do the dissection and you can do a fixation like a tongue and groove that we discussed here. That's an easy way to fixate, all right? When you're dealing with a preservation concept, what we do is we preserve the ligaments and we define the dome, the new dome. So you define the new dome and you do the lateral crude retention, lateral crude steel, lateral crude retention. You define the new dome. probably if your problem is in excess of cartilage, I mean, if your cartilage is long and creating your hanging columella, you do an overlapping of the middle crura. Okay, you do the transection and you do an overlapping and you suture. Okay, this way, for example, if you have this side a long columella and it's curved like that, once you do an overlapping, it's gonna be straight. Okay, so you treat it a little bit because it's curved. Okay, it's curved, and you overlap this way. All right, so you treat a little bit this. But again, if your cartilage is long, but if you're talking about a hanging columella in a short nose with short lateral crura, no way. You have to do a septal extension graft and put it in exact position that you want. All right, you do your surgery on the dorsum, on the tip, septal extension graft. You do a projection of how do you want a position, and you suture it on that. So this way you correct it and you won't have problems. Thank you. Fotografía también es un punto importante que debería tenerse en cuenta. Sí, ya que tiene el estudio y evaluación deberían ser fotos comparadas. Perfecto, perfecto. Ok. Cuando yo estaba montando mi clínica acá, que espero que ustedes tengan la oportunidad de visitarme acá, nosotros contratamos una, we hired a photographer, professional photographer, to help us with the lights of the studio and also with some patterns for our camera. So this is a very nice idea. I can share part of the architecture of our studio with you guys. I think it's useful. We have some lights on the ceiling, so you don't step on the lights, and we can organize a lecture on that. That's really nice idea. Thank you. Venezuela, muchas gracias por tu live. Gracias a ti, Victoria. Rosana está por Brasil, qué bueno. Gracias por responderme. Tranquilo. ¿Cuál es su experiencia para narices orientales o mestizas? Ah, perfecto. Me gustan mucho las narices orientales y mestizas. Pero hay que tener algunos conceptos importantes, ¿sí? El primer concepto es de que tendremos que tener una estructura fuerte, ¿okay? Una estructura fuerte. Y a veces es una nariz que tú tienes que construir la estructura, porque tú ya tienes muy delgada. Entonces, Gladys, tú tienes que sacar el cartílago, por ejemplo, de la costilla. Y muchas veces en las narices orientales y a veces mestizas, yo le saco de primero, ¿ok? Porque para mí es muy confortable sacar la costilla. Entonces, le hago en el comienzo de la cirugía y tengo material para todo lo que quiero hacer y es muy bueno, ¿ok? I think here, talking to you guys, we have still a lot of people here. Thank you. And I think the rib graft shouldn't be a big event, you know, like you're there, oh, I have to harvest the rib. Oh, but I'm not confident on this procedure. I don't know how to perform it well. I'm afraid of doing pneumothorax. You cannot have that, right? It has to be something natural. So, oh, you don't have cartilage in your nose? Yes, let's go to the rib, and that's it, okay? It has to be something natural, because sometimes you really need that, okay? You really need that, and it should be natural. Otherwise, you're gonna be trying to solve your problems with cartilage that are not adequate, and then you end up with inadequate results also, all right? Gracias, Gladys. Gracias, excelente. Muchas gracias, Venezuela. Muchas gracias. Your mental brilliant can be, yes, I think I already answered that. Where is the link for registration? I'm gonna put it again here. Thank you, Eduardo. Gracias, thank you. Gracias a ti. How long is last? 1 year, all right? In theory, but I think it's never ending because we're gonna keep doing lives. We're gonna keep doing highlights of the meetings. We're gonna keep updating surgeries. We're gonna keep improving, right? So the surgery that I'm uploading now, it's not the same quality of the surgery that I'm going to update next year. I hope to be a better surgeon next year, so we have to improve. Parabéns, meu amigo. Obrigado, Eric. Bom falar com você. Muito, muito obrigado, Eric. Um grande amigo. In open rhinoplasty, what incision do you prefer at columella? V-shape or other? Thanks a lot for and hi from Maracaibo. Wow, great, Maracaibo. So we do a little V, right? A little V, but on the middle of V, and then we go to the side, all right? This week we have, actually tomorrow morning, we have an open structure rhinoplasty, and I'm going with the 5 cameras to record it to you guys. On this, I'm gonna show you, all right? But we do a little V, and we do some, like a small, a little marking on the incision, because at the end, there is no problem with this incision, right? If you close it in a proper way, you don't have complaints about that. So that's why I do nowadays a lot of closed approach because of preservation rhinoplasty, but I don't think the scar in the columella is a problem, all right? If you suture it very well, you should be fine. And for patients, sometimes they think it's, let's put it this way, right? Scar on the columella, right? Closed approach, mobile tip. There is not a problem when you're doing structural rhinoplasty. That's the point. But when you start doing preservation rhinoplasty and you start doing closed approach and you start having mobile tip, the patients love it. And if you ask patients, for example, if you say, oh, your scar here will be good, that's the best technique, the patient will agree with you. Okay, let's do that. But if you ask them, do you want to cut here or you don't want to cut? Of course, they would choose that. They don't want to cut. Do you want a stiff tip or do you want a mobile tip? Or do you want a mobile tip? So that's why my philosophy is open mind and incorporate these kind of techniques in your arsenal. We had a very nice discussion yesterday, 3 hours with good friends discussing. And my point of view there is that maybe people are thinking that they do this and they have to apply this thing in every case. So that's not the point. We have so huge variation of our anatomy of our patients. So we have to have variations in our techniques also. Otherwise, you treat all patients the same way. Okay. Thank you so much. Which book do you recommend for based on rhinoplasty? I recommend those ones that I have. Back there, Structure Rhinoplasty by Dr. Intoriumi. My fellow, this is a 3-volume, okay? My fellow pick up my here. My fellow pick up my first volume. Okay, this is one book, and the other book is Preservation. Okay. Dallas Rhinoplasty is also a good book. Dallas Rhinoplasty is also a good book, but I think it's personal opinion. Okay, I think it's not easy to read, but Preservation is a book you can read very quickly because a lot of pictures. It's like an atlas, surgical atlas. Okay, it's very easy to read. Dr. Dintorion's book, I bought it recently. I didn't read it completed, but it's amazing, amazing. The pictures and the information, and very nice. Ok, muchas gracias por su respuesta. Estaré atento de memoria. Sí, Luis, muchas gracias a ti. Según tu experiencia, ¿hay mayor recidiva del dorso con let down o push down? Para dorso en S-shape, usó maniobra de Goxel bailarina. Sí, Rodrigo. La recidiva del dorso, yo uso prácticamente let down, ¿ok? No uso mucho el push down. Siempre le saco un poquito del hueso. Entonces, creo que tiene lógica, porque tú le sacas ahí y el hueso no se cae adentro para bajar, el hueso se baja más tranquilo sin cerrar. Entonces, we prefer let down, all right? We don't do a lot of push down. And the other question is, for S-shaped dorsum, go for Ishida, all right? Remove the, or you rasp, okay? Let's resume, okay? For S-shaped dorsum, all the maneuvers that I taught you today won't be sufficient to articulate the dorsum, okay? Won't be sufficient. You will have not a recurrence of your hump, but probably you will have untreated hump, okay? So even if you do ballerina maneuver of Goxio, it won't work, okay? You should do a resection of the bone cap or rasping the bone cap until you start seeing the cartilage. And then with the cartilage on your hand, you can do a push down of just the cartilage. That would be the idea of Ishida technique, all right? Go for that. Gracias, Doc. Gracias a ti. Fausto, meu amigo de Brasília, primeiro parabéns da ideia, me encantaria participar. Fausto, enorme prazer, você é um grande cirurgião de nariz, seria um prazer enorme ter você conosco na nossa família. Obrigado. Dr. Nakamura, congratulations for your mentoring program. Can you tell me where I can buy the Preservation Rhino? Doctor, Preservation Rhino is going for the third edition, and I think they're releasing that, and I'm not sure if they're shipping. I'm gonna be informed about that and inform all you guys. Okay, I know that there is an application with the book online. It's not so pleasant to read it on your iPhone, but it's very small. But it's an option, all right? There's an app for Preservation Rhinoplasty, but I'm gonna be informed about that. Okay. Dr. Göksu from Turkey explained a lateral osteotomy with the blade. Lateral osteotomy with the blade, with the piezo. Okay, piezo. Cutting vertically or horizontally in crooked noses as part of preservation rhinoplasty. Do you agree? Yes, Jaime. The definition of preservation, like we talked before, is trying to preserve as most as you can. So every little maneuver where you preserve a little bit of the anatomy, you could say that it's a preservation maneuver. All right. To do a complete maneuver, complete preservation surgery, you do in selected cases. In other cases, you do some part of the preservation. That's why it's so important to keep the mind open, to absorb these concepts and apply in your surgeries. Okay, there's no problem in that. And answering your question, the piezo they say that it's kind of preservation because you avoid cutting the mucosa under the bone, and it's this bloodless surgery. Okay, and in this way, for crooked nose, is a kind of preservation idea. All right. But like I said, especially in crooked nose, which is very difficult, right? But like I said, any kind of preservation should be considered a preservation maneuver, all right? Thank you for participating. Dr. Franklin. En caso de que se quiera tratar solo el ancho del dorso en una nariz recta sin riba dorsal, ¿qué osteotomías realizaría? Ok, ancho del dorso en una nariz recta sin riba dorsal. Buena pregunta, Franklin, porque tenemos que pensar que la nariz se puede hacer ancha en dos partes, ¿ok? O la anchura arriba o la anchura en la base, o las dos, ¿ok? Entonces, si tengo una nariz con la anchura acá en la base, yo hago una fractura interna baja para poner adentro, ¿ok? Pero si tengo el hueso arriba muy ancho, a veces tenemos que hacer fracturas medianas y ahí abrir la nariz y el dorso o hacerlo de forma cerrada para que se quede más delgadito el dorso, ¿ok? Y ahora también tenemos los conceptos de bone reshaping, ¿ok? El modelamiento del hueso. Entonces, en variadas narices, tú tienes una nariz ancha, pero acá muy convexo, acá muy convexo. Entonces, si tú solo haces la fractura, se queda así, pero la convexidad se mantiene. Entonces, tú tienes que hacer un bone reshaping para que se quede más recta, ¿ok? Entonces, los conceptos de hueso están cambiando y una evolución grande. ¿Okay? Muchas gracias. Hace una resección de la rama ascendente y cartílagos laterales normalmente o solo, dependiendo de la cantidad de descenso del septo. La rama ascendente y cartílagos laterales normalmente o solo ósea. Ok. Ok. Francisco, si solamente del hueso, ok, solamente del hueso. Pero sí, en casos muy grandes del cartílago, tú puedes sacarlo, ¿sí? Yo no opero con tanta frecuencia casos de análisis así tan grandes, entonces nunca hice esto, pero sí es posible. Yo ya vi algunos cirujanos turcos lo haciendo, ¿ok? Perfecto, muchas gracias. Fausto, muchas gracias nuevamente. Muy bueno, muchas gracias, ¿ok? Nariz negroide, ponta grossa, bulbosa. Você faz algum tratamento nariz negroide, ponta grossa, bulbosa? Você faz algum tratamento de pele da ponta para conseguir melhor afinamento? Luiz, sim, nós fazemos. Se for aquela ponta muito oleosa, a gente usa o Roacutan no pré-operatório. Tá? Fora isso, na cirurgia, a gente faz um escolamento no plano, diria que praticamente subcutâneo. Tá? Eu não gosto muito de levantar a ponta e depois ficar tirando a gordura, que eu fico um pouco de receio. Tá? Então, eu faço um descolamento divulsionando ali no plano subcutâneo e com isso sobra muita gordurinha e esmaz sobre a cartilagem. Aí eu limpo essa cartilagem, tá? E aí, de novo, o conceito de você empurrar essa cartilagem para a pele, para você marcar essa pele melhor. Então, um aumento. Okay? Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend, for completing the registration. Okay. Like I said, I'm going to answer everybody in person. All right. So we're still here talking, and I'm going to stay here until our last question, all right? And as soon as we finish, I will start seeing all all our requests and all our registration that I heard that there are so many. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for all your efforts. What is your indication for unilateral spreader grafts? Yes. If you have a little asymmetry, okay, of the midturn of your nose, you can use unilateral spreader grafts, right? But first, you have to check if there is a septal deviation, and generally you have. Okay, so think again like a house, right? The concept of a house. You have to treat first the septum. First treat the foundation of your house, and then the walls and the central pillar of your house. Once it's straight, and then you're going to analyze the symmetries of your upper lateral cartilage. And if it's depressed on one side, you can use unilateral spreader grafts. Okay? Thank you for the question. ¿Qué requisitos para poder asistir a hands-on? Soy residente de Perú. Sí. Sí, residentes son bienvenidos, ¿ok? Son bienvenidos. Entonces tú ya tienes el prerequisito, ¿ok? Muchas gracias. Toyomi recently said he used monocryo on the tip and PDS in everything else. Yes, he used that. That's it. ¿Qué harán con los cirujanos estéticos del curso de maestría médico de residencia no convencional? Francisco, en principio, y como está en el formulario de inscripción, el curso son para otorrinos y cirujanos plásticos, residentes y personas ya formadas en estas especialidades, ¿ok? Muchas gracias, Francisco, por la participación y por la preocupación, ¿sí? Muchas gracias, Carolina. ¿Cuál es su experiencia en narices mestizas con la cirugía preservadora y es mejor combinarla con la estructural? Sí, Gladys, y combinarla con estructural. No lo haga solamente la preservación en narices mestizas, ¿ok? Porque las narices mestizas tienen el cartílago inferior corto. Y a veces tú puedes hacer el robo de la parte lateral, pero no va a tener la proyección que tú deseas y después va a perder la proyección porque la punta es muy delgada, el cartílago. Entonces, sí, combinación con la estructural, la mejor opción. Gracias a ti, amigo. Felicitaciones desde Perú por su iniciativa, doctor. Yo que le agradezco. Les agradecemos considerar la posibilidad de realizar las clases en castellano y formar un grupo latino. Sí, vamos a intentar esto, ¿ok? ¿Qué porcentaje de cirugías realiza con técnica estructurada y cuántas con técnica de preservación? ¿Cómo ha evolucionado usted en este porcentaje? Sí, Mauricio, yo fui entrenado en cirugía estructural, entonces yo hacía 100% estructural, desde la cirugía más simple hasta la más compleja, de cirugía de asiáticos, de afrodescendientes, de piel delgada, todo, ¿ok? Pero con la rinoplastia de preservación, tú aprendes a preservar algunas estructuras y hacer menos invasivo en algunas situaciones. Y cuando tú sientes confortable con ese plan, tú empiezas a hacer más y más en algunos casos. Y por eso el porcentaje de mis cirugías primarias de preservación se quedaron muy grandes y las primarias de estructuración se quedaron muy pequeñas. Entonces yo tengo una incidencia más grande de preservación del dorso, pero ni tanto de preservación de punta, porque tenemos también narices afrodescendientes, asiáticas, latinas, entonces tendremos que hacer la adaptación para los dos, ¿okay? Pero sí, hay que hacer una mezcla de las dos. André, meu querido amigo André, eu que agradeço, tá? Toda a sua sempre disposição, ajuda, e muito obrigado pela energia boa aí. Thank you, my friend. Ok. Edwin, please, the link for registration. Ok, Edwin, eu vou enviar novamente, ok? Muchas gracias. Doutor, siempre aprendo tips muy importantes en sus conversaciones. Muchas gracias en sus lives, en sus pláticas como con tan excelentes cirujanos. Muchas gracias. Es un feedback muy bueno y me quedo muy contento con esto. En la mentoría se tendrá experiencia en narices secundarias y fisuradas. Luis, tendremos, quiero poner todos los casos interesantes que yo tenga en mi práctica acá en la mentoría, ¿ok? Entonces, si narices secundarias, nosotros tenemos con bastante frecuencia. Las fisuradas, ni tanto, ¿ok? Pero si tenemos, claro que la pondremos en la mentoría. Muchas gracias. Alexandre, desculpe-me perguntar algo que eu posso ter respondido? Nenhum problema, Alexandre. Qual o valor da mentoria? Alexandre, nós vamos colocar exatamente ali, tá bom? Até exatamente de cabeça é um valor quebrado, eu não me lembro, tá? Mas a gente vai informar, tá bom? Obrigado pelo interesse, tá? Obrigado. Eu que agradeço, tá? Então, ó, acho que eu respondi todas as perguntas. I think I answered all the questions, all right? We still have 100 people here, so if you want to send me more questions, please feel free, okay? Feel free. And when we're done here, I'm going to open the Telegram group, okay? Oh, Barcelona, 3:40 a.m. Whoa, that's so great. Gracias, muchas gracias, Juan. Juan, 13:40 de la mañana. Qué bueno, qué bueno. Entonces, cuando veo personas así, me siento que yo tengo el mínimo que yo puedo hacer es lo mejor que yo pueda para entregar una charla para que usted pueda ver a las 3:40 de la mañana. Muchas gracias. Okay, Nakamura, congratulations. This excellent discussion and amount of foreigners shows its international recognition. Yes. Thank you so much. Today I'm really happy. Thank you so much for everybody. This recognition, international recognition, it's so grateful. We're so grateful. Thank you, my friends from all over the world. Today we don't have frontiers, right? Especially with this pandemic situation, internet, and our lives and everything. So no reason for us to keep knowledge just for ourselves. We have to share and we have to grow everybody together. Thank you so much. Enxertos ósseos. Okay. Enxertos ósseos. All right. What I do mainly in bone grafts, okay? I just use bone grafts the little pieces of bone grafts that I harvest from the nose, all right? If I remove a little bit of the dorsum and I reshape it with my drill and then I put it back on the key area or something like that, okay? Or I use perpendicular plate also. I can use it to structure the tip, or I can use to stabilize, especially when it's like nowadays a lot of people are using the lateral the lateral septal extension graft. Okay, you have the caudal septum here, and you put it laterally on the septal extension graft. What happens is every time you have a little deviation for one side or the other side. Okay, I don't like that so much, right? On the surgery, it's okay. After some months, you see some little deviation. So you have to deal very well with this cartilage to put it on a very straight position, or you put on the other side a little piece of cartilage or a little piece of perpendicular plate. Okay, that's what I use as bone grafts. Okay, I don't know if you mean about removing a bigger piece of bone to put as a graft in the nose, but I don't have experience with that. All right, thank you so much, Fernando. Muchas gracias, como siempre. Muchas gracias a ti, David. Su experiencia de tratamiento en los casos de suprapunta recurrente, las narices de piel gruesa. Sí, Carlos. Lo que pasa es suprapunta recurrente, ¿ok? Entonces, imagino que tú estés hablando de las narices de revisiones, ¿ok? Narices que ya fue operada. Cuando tenemos el suprachip en una nariz ya operada, probablemente tú tienes una pérdida de rotación y de proyección de tu punta, ¿ok? Porque claro que sea usted, o sea yo, o sea cualquier cirujano, en la primera cirugía, nosotros en el final de la cirugía no lo dejamos allá. Dejamos siempre un poquito con la punta arriba, ¿ok? Entonces, si el paciente viene a nosotros con la suprapunta, tú tuviste una pérdida de rotación y de proyección. En este caso, en mi opinión, la mejor cosa es poner el septal extension graft. Yo no confío en este caso en el strut solamente. Un strut en la crura medial, no lo confío, ¿ok? Yo pongo un injerto grande fijado en el septo caudal, una extensión del septo, ¿ok? Para que se quede muy fuerte y yo ponga la punta donde yo quiera, ¿ok? Muchas gracias, mi amigo. Ok, perfecto. Ok, bueno, si usted no tiene más preguntas, yo voy a hacer un resumen acá, ¿ok? Primeramente, les agradezco nuevamente por todos, fue fantástico, casi 600 personas acá. Es un número que nosotros a veces no tenemos cuando hacemos lives con otros cirujanos. Entonces, estoy muy contento por eso. Muchas gracias por todo por este reconocimiento y por la energía positiva de todos ustedes, ¿ok? Seguro que yo voy a hacer lo mejor posible para entregarles la mejor mentoría que sea, ¿ok? Yo tengo mis planes de lo que voy a hacer, pero en los grupos estaré también abierto a todos ustedes para que lleguemos en una conclusión de lo que sea mejor para traeros tanto de información, de charlas, de cirugías específicas, de maniobras específicas, ¿ok? So, sorry, I'm talking in Spanish, and thank you so much. I'm going to put all my efforts to bring the best mentoring program for you guys. Like I said, I respect all of you guys, and in respect for each one here, each one in our mentoring, I'm gonna do my best, all right? And I'm gonna keep open to any kind of suggestion for us to improve our mentoring. Okay, you guys are gonna help me to improve mentoring. Okay, you tell me what you want, and we can discuss if we can do it or not. All right. And our first surgeries with 5 cameras, I think it's amazing. but I know that I can improve that, right? Of course, I'm gonna put and upload these surgeries for you, especially when we open the course. But um, we're gonna keep improving. So I want you guys to participate on that also. All right. Um, on our question, what do you think about preservation and deviated noses? It is the most innovation in my practice. Well, it's amazing preservation for deviated noses. It's amazing, especially if it's um, uh, a axis deviation, right? If you have a nose with the axis deviation, it's a little bit more difficult if you have an S deviation, like I showed here on the presentation. A little bit more difficult because this way you have to think not only on the pillar of your house, on the walls of your house, sometimes do let down on one side, push down on the other side, and release the lateral key area. So this way, for example, here is the bone, all right, here is the bone, and here is the cartilage. If you release it, you can twist it and correct the axis between your cartilage and bones also. So I think it's amazing for deviated noses. It really changed my practice how to treat this deviated noses. 2-3 years ago, when I had on my arsenal just structural rhinoplasty, I was doing like a complete reconstruction of deviated noses. I I removed sometimes all the septum or um, extracorporeal septoplasty, asymmetric fractures, spreader grafts on one side, two spreaders on the other side, out fractures. I was doing everything. Sometimes rib harvest, cartilage, and even like that, some results that I was not so happy. Some were amazing, and some I was seeing that, oh my god, it's so bad. And nowadays, with the concepts of preservation and releasing the key area, mobilizing a swinging door, the septum, push down one side, let down on the other side. It's amazing how can you correct the visionals. It's amazing. So for you, if you have a lot in your practice, I think that's what you said, right? It's amazing. I don't know if you said you have a lot of deviated noses and you do it, or you apply preservation in all these noses, but either way, it's amazing. Okay, yeah, great. Um, Victoria, oh, bienvenida, Victoria. You're welcome, welcome. Um, yes, and like I said, you all fill the forms that you're interested. Um, uh, Latest tomorrow. Okay, here is almost midnight in Brazil, but I'll start answering you guys maximum 24 hours. Okay, so tomorrow I have some things to do, but the first thing in my priority is to answer you guys, right? And then um, until next week, we'll have a few days left for opening our registrations. Until next week, it's going to be open. Once we close it, I will contact, I'm going to put everybody who is registered in a group, and we can start already discussion, right? We can already discussion, putting some interesting cases, articles, and doing some polls to know what you want to talk about. And let's start. All right. I'm very excited. Very excited to start. That's why I'm here. That's why we put our efforts these last days to have the best mentoring that we can. Okay. And remember that end of May we have the Interiumi, and it will be an exclusive lecture for people who are in the mentoring. Okay, we're gonna put just some spoilers for people outside, but it's exclusive for you guys, okay? And I think it's gonna be amazing, right? So I don't have the date exactly, but he said okay for end of May or beginning of June, but he's gonna be the first guest. So we start with groups. As next week we still open. The following week we start with uh, talking a lot, right? We start talking a lot in our groups, and we already schedule our first lectures and live mentorings and discussion of cases, discussion of articles, and uploading surgeries. Okay, maybe the heart of our mentoring program are surgeries and discussions. Okay, so that's gonna be amazing, right? Amazing. I'm really excited. Okay. Yes. So, all right. If you don't have any questions left, um, I'm gonna uh, close here, but I'm gonna keep open in Telegram group. So any question that you still have, please go there and text me. All right. Please go there and text me, and I'll be glad to answer you. Okay. Was amazing, amazing. Okay, still 100 people here. 100 people, amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. Um, we're gonna put again here before I leave. I'm gonna put again the link for application and link for our group in Telegram, and um, you can, if you're still there and you're interested, you can put it there, or you can share with friends that we're not here today. Okay. Thank you so much, my friends, and our new family of founders of our Rhinoplasty online program. Okay. It's amazing, amazing. Thank you, everybody, every single person of this 600 and something people that were here today. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a good night for you. Good morning for my friend from Spain. Okay. Thank you so much.